Good morning. Hi, I'm Raleigh Brown. This is Curve Flattening Concert number 364. And folks are starting to file in. Mike Verbic, first man in. Warren and Janelle are here. And John Hubner, my old buddy, and Kathy Edelman. Donna Greenberg is here. Hi, you guys. And I will clunk you a good morning clunk. Here's to you on this fine morning. Clink. And Carol Pratt is here, and Terry St. James, and Michael Tierson, and Toby Simmons. And Sarah Steele. Hi, Sarah. And I think I've got everybody who's on here so far. Jeanette Pasqua, John Robinson. John, I got something for you here. And Aretta and Ron and Rich Fowler, and Pam Zappardino. Hi, Pam. And S.A. Tudhope and Charlie Bryant and Killian O'Grady Walsh. Hey, Killian. And Tom Dietz and Betsy McIntyre and Marshall Lowe, and they're coming in. Lauren Payne. So a lot of music today. I have a big day planned. There's Chris Hornsby on YouTube. Hi, Chris. And Debbie Moore. So I guess I'll get right to it. So this first one was requested by Rosemary Ross, and she asked for something Celtic. And I'm going to play this and I'll talk to you a little bit about it. Hey, Jim Greco's here, and Keith Shaw on YouTube, and Kate Petrella, and Mark Cosgrove. Hey, buddy. And Rich Laughlin, and like that. So here we go. So those are two tunes by Turlough O'Carolan, who was a 17th century Irish harpist, a blind harper. And the first one is called Shebag Shimor, and the second one is called Morgan Mccann. And Shebag Shimor means the little hill and the big hill, and it talks about two very specific hills in I guess Scotland, and Scotland or Ireland, and those hills had a lot of mythology associated with them. Shimor was thought of as being the habitat of fairies, and there are old grave mounds on there. And if you go on my page today, you might have noticed it last night. There's a video of Irish step dancing, or Scottish, sorry, and it was filmed on Shimor, on the actual hill. So that's one of the reasons I put that up there, also because it's just a beautiful video of the hills and the dancers. And then the second one is Morgan Mccann, and that's another Turlough O'Carolan tune. And those tunes were written for the harp, and a lot of times just a melody. And so people have reinterpreted them and come up with their own chord progressions for them over the centuries. Actually, is probably written around 1700. O'Carolan lived during the last part of the 17th and early part of the 18th century. 1760 to 1830 or something like that. So let's see who else is here. Connie Coppy's here. Hi, and Karen Madison O'Brien. Margot Lemieux and Rusty Leisenheimer. And Bunny Barnes herself is here. Hang around, Bunny. I got something for you, too. And Deb Libby Clark and Big Dan Daniel. Hey, Dan. Good to see you here. Hope to see you later today. Charlie Ortolani. Mary Beth Soares. Are you out of jail, or are you still under restrictions? And Sue Lewandowski and Jody and the kids. That's my sister-in-law and my niece and my great niece and nephew, I guess you'd call that. And Debbie Lipster Vasayo from Madrid. Hi, my dear. Brian Kuiper. Hello, hello. And Annalisa Yoder. Hi, Annalisa. And Cal Landau down there somewhere on the water, I know. There we go. So, next up, this one was requested by Marshall Lowe. And there's a lot of instrumentals today. Normally I do 3 songs and 1 instrumental. And there were so many instrumental requests that I decided to go kind of 50-50 today. So I started with an instrumental, which is very unusual, and then I'm gonna sing one for you. Marshall Lowe requested this, and a lot of people love the Great American Songbook music, and this is one of a couple or 3 of those here today. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. That's What a Wonderful World. And who else is here? Thanks, Lies, written by Bob Thiele as George Douglas, George David Weiss. I didn't know who wrote that one. Hi, Christian Muller, and John Sprouse is here, and who else am I missing? Jimmy Lee Robbins. Good to see you. Nancy Daynard's here. Hey. So I'm going to actually, this is a request by my old friend John Robinson, and I've known John since he was just a wee sprite, when he used to work making Louisville Sluggers for a living. And there's many more stories about that, but we won't go into it. So this is a song I used to play a long time ago. Hi, Rusty Luthi. And I'm putting picks on because I think I can play it with picks. But there's a story behind this one, and this one is the story is for Bunny Barnes. So I learned this song off of a Steve Mann album, and Steve, when the album was made, Steve was long gone. He was out in the weeds somewhere, and so they took this song, they called it the Whirling Dervish, and they put it on the album. Years later, I heard the album. I loved the song. I learned how to play it. Actually switched the key, and I'll tell you about that too. And I recorded it. Well, in 2006, when we found, with my friend Chris Reitz, we found that Steve Mann was back in action, and I contacted Janet Smith, who looked after him. My initial kind of approach to her was, look, I recorded this song of Steve's, and I always wanted to pay the royalty, but there was no way, I didn't know where he was or how to do that, So she got it, and I'm sure she thought, well, good, so we'll make a little money for Steve. So she asked him about it, and he said, oh, I didn't write that. I said, that's a Chet Atkins tune. So I went back and researched it, and it turns out that Chet Atkins wrote a song called The Sister of the Whirling Dervish. And this is it. And except he wrote it in the key of D minor to challenge himself to not write everything in A minor on the guitar. But I didn't know that, so I play it in A minor. And we'll see if I can get through it. So that is some relative of the Whirling Dervish. My version of Sister of the Whirling Dervish filtered through the mind of Steve Mann. So I'm going to keep that capo on there. I'm going to have another little bit of coffee to make my voice worse. Drink along with me. It will make your voice worse too. So I'm going to do a couple originals for you today, and this is the first one. And this was a request from my old friend Deb Libby Clark. Now I used to live a hepcat life. I had a lot of drama, a lot of strife. Staying in some cheap abode, the rent comes due and you hit the road. Catch a ride out of town, miss my baby and you feel so down. Call her number and you get some guy, you just shrug your shoulders and go get high. Play the guitar till 3 a.m. Breakfast at noon, then you start again. Late nights at the diner with friends to see, for laughter and camaraderie. The sun went down, I was at my best. When the sun came up, that's when I'd rest. Now I get up with the dawn. I end up working all day long. I don't quite know why or when I became a model citizen. Life used to be messy in many ways, but boy, I sure miss those hepcat days. I used to live a hep cat life. I had a lot of drama, a lot of strife. Life was messy in many ways, but boy, I sure miss those hep cat days. There it is, Hep Cat Days, a tale of my earlier years. And that is on the new CD, which should be out anytime now. In a couple weeks, it might arrive here. So I will be flogging it mercilessly once it's here. In the meantime, you should know it'll have 22 original Raleigh Brown songs on it. It's a real departure for me. It's all vocals. There's no instrumentals. It's all one man, one guitar, the way I love it to operate best. And I wrote all these songs over the course of the last 50 years or so, most of them during the last couple of years. So I will talk more about that as it comes more due. For now, the next request, Rhonda Scott Merrick. I don't know if she's here. Is Rhonda here? Well, I'll do her request even if she isn't. What can I say? Did I say hi to Betsy McIntyre? Hi, Betsy. I think I did. Okay, let me get down to the bottom of my list here. Tom Peterson's here. April Griette. Hey, April. How are you? And one of my former acupuncture students. Now she's a practicing acupuncturist out there in the world. Dakota Dave is here. Hey, man. Thank you. I try to be as hep as I can. Being one of the few people in the world who knows what hep means anymore. Sharon Lee is here. There's Rhonda. Hi. So Rhonda asked for something by Jobim. And I thought, man, I'm not going to have enough time to learn something by Jobim. But then I said, let me look at Jobim's discography. And I found, I already know a Jobim song. So this is A Felicidade. A Felicidade by Antonio Carlos Jobim, known to his friends as Tom Jobim. So I did mention on my my earlier thingy, on one of my teasers, that there will be a world premiere today, and I wrote a new song yesterday, and so basically when I do that, a day later, it's just a rough draft. And that may be the case for this. I wrote it, and then I spent most of the rest of the day off and on while I was doing other stuff, looking at it and going, now that line has to be changed. And so it's new, but it has already undergone quite a bit of editing. And of course, I've never played it in front of anybody. So it's very possible I'll totally screw it up. Hi, Donna Bergman. And Bernd Bachmann. Hi, Bernd. And any of you guys who get here really late, you can always go back and watch the replay. Sartorius, hey, man. Sartorius is over in Germany, and he plays wonderful piano music. You should go hear some of his live streams. I don't think he has like a regular schedule, but if he does, he might tell me and I will announce it. But every so often, he just does one. And Donna Greenberg asks, did Jobim write Desafinato? And I think the answer is yes to that. And I used to play Desafinato. It's a very quirky tune. And I thought about it for this before I found A Felicidade, but I thought, one day is not enough to get that ready, so I didn't. Are there any bossa nova rags? Rhonda Scott Merrick, what have you been smoking? That's what I want to know. Steve Edelman's here, and Mark Steele. Hey, Mark. Okay, on we go. So this is a brandy new song. We'll see how it goes. I rise from the dead, warm blanket and a soft bed, start to wake with a smile of peace, and I'm slammed by the grief. Check the clock on my windowsill, says my life's still moving downhill. Another day just to slog through, pushing that boulder uphill. Another day, a waltz around the moon. I'm emerging from the womb for another day. Kitchen light attacks my eyes, I'm still waking before sunrise, but I smell that coffee brew. It'll help me to come to. I might as well start to plan my day, nothing else to do anyway. I might work on something new, try to keep these blues at bay. Another day, a waltz around the moon. I'm emerging from the gloom for another day. Sweet mocha in my coffee cup, looking out as the world wakes up. Blue sky and warm sun, gonna be another beautiful one. I'm gonna cast off this dark mood, dig deep for some gratitude. Gentle breezes blow my way, I give thanks for another day, another day, another day. The walls surround the moon. I'm emerging from the gloom for another day. Another day, another day. A waltz around the moon. I'm emerging from the gloom for another day. It was going so well. So there you have it, another new song, little by little. I've been a little dry lately. I was taking a songwriting class with my great friend Cozy Sheridan. And, hey, David Gideon, hi, good to see you here. And there were projects, so I wrote some project songs. And, you know, you write something like that, and it's really an exercise. And at the end of it, you go, is this really me? I don't know. So I have one. I wrote two project songs. One of them is in the, it's now in the parts heap. Cozy has a great concept that, you know, whatever doesn't work, don't throw it away. Just put it in the parts heap, and you might need it later. So the one of them is in the parts heap. And the other one is still iffy. It's still undergoing renovation. But this one I wrote yesterday was written a little bit more from the heart, and it's probably going to be a keeper in some form or another. Oh, so I didn't do announcements yet. So I want to say hi to all the Invisibles. I'm assuming Rosemary Ross was here for her song for the Shebag and Shemore and Morgan Mccann, and Kate Mack, Kit Sarikaku is probably still asleep in her little bed, and Linda Worster might be here, and Judith Fox might be here, and Joel Biget might be here in France, and Mario Prue up in Canada might even be here, and Invisible Rubenstein, my very good friend from Connecticut, might be here. So I say hi to the Invisibles as I salute all of you. There is, as always, a PayPal link right there, and Venmo. And if you want to give a little, that's always good. If not, you know, the rule, as my buddy Dakota Dave says, is always appreciated, never expected, or something like that, something pretty close. You get the idea. And Sarah Steele says, now I know what to call the pile of it's not working paintings, the parts heap. So today is Sunday, and here I am. Tomorrow is Monday, and I will be on at 3 o'clock. And Tuesday, Cozy and Charlie are out in Moab, Utah, where she used to live, and she's doing a concert out there. So they're not expected to live stream on Tuesday unless something has changed that I don't know about. Also, Alex Bevan said something about live streaming earlier in the week this week, like Monday or Tuesday, but I wrote to him and he never answered me. He snubbed me. And so I can't say when he'll be on again, but probably he'll be on at least on Thursday at 3:30. But that'll be well after I do a couple more concerts. And Dave Mason is here from Scotland. Hey, man, good to see you. So this next tune, I think I did all my announcements. I've talked about these tunes as I've gone through. This next tune is a request from Carol Pred, and I played it here once before. Another beautiful jazz standard, and she or somebody will be able to tell me who wrote it. And it's called You Go to My Head. And for Big Dan, so that was Somewhere Over the Rainbow combined with You Go to My Head. Just a bit of dumb luck that I saw Biggie's post at that moment, and I know that Biggie could really use to hear that tune. And it's such a beautiful tune. I figured you'd all like it probably. So I want to thank you for joining me as I always do, and you guys help keep me going through these hard times. The Omicron, the COVID numbers of cases are dropping rapidly right now, and fingers are crossed that it's not just a slight aberration and that it'll actually stay down and we can do something approaching living a normal life for a little while again. So, I did note that Ragtime Janelle, I will not call her Jan because Jan is my wife, and I don't use that name for anybody else. So Ragtime Janelle, as she will now be called, requested a rag, and that's we have a mantra, so we could have a mantra rag, and I will switch over to the Halo Cam, which gives me that certain aura of holiness. How can we do that? I would want to be right about. Let me just move over a little to get just right. There we are. Okay. Be happy, be healthy, be brave, and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap, and if you get cranky, take a nap. Time. Okay, you guys take care. I'll hope to see you tomorrow at 3.